Hello and good evening. Tonight I'm going to be behind the camera for this video. And lots has been happening in the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 world. And rather than doing separate videos, I decided to roll all the subjects I'm going to be covering tonight into a bit of a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 update. Okay, so let's start. Most importantly, to all that were affected, the sensitivity menu within Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is back. Since the Microsoft Flight Sim has been updated to version 1.9.3.0, it has resolved the issue with the menu not being available. Although I did notice that I had to set up the Xbox 360 controller sensitivity again. On top of this, the rudder is now working a lot better than it was. Although it's not totally fixed, I found that depressing the triggers on the controller is now working for the left and right rudder movements. But if you hold that trigger about halfway down, there is still some oscillation, but at least it oscillates in the direction you're actually turning the rudder to, which is a bonus. And on runway and takeoff, it is a lot more user friendly. So update 1.9.3.0 is a really big update for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It has addressed a lot of issues. I'm not going to cover everything that's in the patch in this video. If you want to familiarise yourself with what's actually in the patch and what it's actually covered, I suggest you look up the patch notes and go through those in detail. Now, something that you couldn't miss with update 1.9.3.0 is the massive scenery update for Japan. As you load up the simulator, it's going to let you know what's been added throughout that scenery, and there's been many points of interest added and custom landmarks and buildings within Japan. On top of that, outside Japan, there have been 3 more airports added to the simulator. 60 airports have been given improvements based on community feedback, and in the US, 700 plus airports have now had additional control towers added. There are also multiple aircraft and sim fixes. And that brings me on to orbx and modding Microsoft Flight Simulator. So with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 increasing the scenery detail worldwide from the Bing Maps and through the Azure cloud, is it worth buying third-party add-ons? Well, the worldwide details started in Japan, and we know, I think America is maybe going to be next, and other countries are coming. Now, regarding buying third-party add-ons, I would say my take on this is an absolute yes. If you fly in an area or from an airport that has upgraded scenery, why not enjoy it right now? Quite often the upgraded scenery will be better than what Microsoft Flight Simulator will offer anyway. And talking of add-on sceneries, in one of my previous videos I showed off the orbx Landmarks London City Pack. I just did a bit of a eye candy video for all of you to get an idea what it looked like. And there was quite some controversy about some of the buildings being of very low quality, and worse, that was on offer in the Microsoft Flight Simulator, what they had originally put in the sim. Now, some people got a lot of flack for doing video reviews on this and not quite reporting on it, which I thought was very harsh indeed. Having the orbx scenery really adds to the flavour of the sim, and it puts landmarks that just aren't there. But orbx listened to the community and got to work on an update. And version 1.01, it has been released for some time now, and I have been meaning to showcase the update. Not all updates cost money though, and you can install free upgrades that community developers have made. And although they don't come with an installer management program like orbx make it very simple to install and remove scenery add-ons. But if you'd watched my video featuring the Kennedy Space Center, you'd remember that I wanted scenery for the rocket pads at the Kennedy Space Center. Well, a third-party developer called Aquila Simulations did exactly just that, and he can be found on Twitter, and I'll put that up on screen. And you can download the Kennedy Space Center from his Twitter page, and it was just recently been updated to version 1.1. Definitely follow him on Twitter for future updates and future downloads. And lastly, before I wrap this video up, is the opportunity to sign up for the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 VR beta program. You have to have been in a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 Insider program, or you need to sign up for it right now. And you will need a Windows mixed reality headset to take part in the first phase of VR testing. But I think this will definitely include people who have pre-ordered a HP Reverb G2 and are getting delivery at some time in November. Well, I really hope that you've enjoyed this new style video. It's certainly given me a chance to catch up with my flight sim news. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and how about everybody maybe drop me a comment down below and give this video a thumbs up. This has been Pete, this is Houseborn's World YouTube channel, and thank you for watching. I will see you very soon in more videos to come, and all I have to say now is peace out.